Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Cody Johnson with your news from around the Columbia Basin for Tuesday, November 13th. Tonight we report on a Sunnyside man arrested for attempted murder and the city of Ephrata forming a team to help prioritize projects. We look at how Quincy intends to use a grant for methane productions and how the Hartline school became a stop on a preservation tour. In sports, we have the highlights from the Gonzaga basketball game and Monday Night Football. Our spotlight story tonight is a new pier waiting to be set in Moses Lake. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, a 28-year-old Sunnyside man was arrested after reportedly firing multiple rounds into a vehicle being driven by a man near Othello. Grant and Adams County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of gunfire at a residence on West Tice Road, about 10 miles northwest of Othello. Everardo Martinez Garcia reportedly pulled into the driveway of a home, blocking a vehicle being driven by the 47-year-old male. He got out of his car and started firing a .40 caliber pistol into the other vehicle. The victim tried to get away, but the vehicle hit a fence and became stuck. As sheriff deputies approached the scene, Martin Garcia fled on foot but was apprehended and booked for first-degree assault. The driver was reportedly uninjured during the assault. Martin Garcia reportedly told deputies the assault was payback for something that had happened years ago. The Ephrata City Council approved appointment of a new 8-person committee to suggest city priorities for the next 10 years. According to the Grant County Journal, Mayor Chris Jacobson recommended forming a community planning team to consider a laundry list of items, from replacing the City Hall to establishing a curbside recycling program. The committee will prioritize the items and consider how to fund them. Their recommendations will be forwarded to the City Council to help in a planning over the next decade. Volunteers named to the planning team are Jody Davis, Jennifer DeChaney, Joe Dennis, Rebecca Liebert, Jay Mills, John Moody, Janice Moore, and Chair Mike Wren. Valley Millard and Ray Towery will represent the city. The weather has turned cold and there is still snow on the ground here in the Columbia Basin, but we have it easier than others, including 2 snowboarders trapped on Mount Rainier. Here with the story is the Associated Press.
Crews are back on Washington's Mount Rainier searching for a pair of snowboarders who've been trapped there since the weekend. The 2 got caught in a snowstorm on Sunday.
So they just got caught in heavy winds, I think up to 70 miles an hour, and then whiteout conditions.
They had no overnight gear with them, but were able to dig a snow cave and call for help. The National Park Service says searchers had a brief sighting of them yesterday, but crews were unable to reach them before darkness and weather forced them back.
From what I understand, they mutually saw one another. So we're hoping that they just kind of hunker down right there.
Officials say they last heard the men were cold but not hurt. John Belmont, Associated Press.
And we hope they can be reunited with their families soon. The city of Quincy is using a $50,000 state grant to determine how to use methane produced at the city's biogas facility. Several companies, including ConAgra Foods and Amway, have expressed interest in using the gas, which is generated at the city's industrial wastewater treatment plant. They capture the gas at the city's 22 million gallon lagoon that was built last year. City Administrator Tim Sneed told the City Council the city will use the state money to determine how much gas is being produced by the plant and how it would translate to heat and electricity generation. Officials believe the biogas plant could be seen as an incentive for businesses looking to locate to the area. This week there is a push to become aware of feet and how they're doing. Free foot massages are part of the campaign. And here with the report is Ryan Lancaster.
Ephrata's Columbia Basin Chiropractic Care is offering free foot scans this week, as well as no-cost foot massages on Thursday. The offer is part of Foot Awareness Week, which office manager Carrie Chornick says is a way of educating people about foot health.
So we just want everyone to be aware of their feet and some of the problems they may have, because the feet are the stabilizers of your whole body.
She says while doctors once had people stand in foam boxes to reveal possible problem areas, scanning technology now allows them to see a 3D image of the entire foot.
And it actually colorizes the image for you so you can see the different areas that are problems.
Massage practitioner Christy Hill says foot massage, meanwhile, benefits the whole body.
Massage is great to increase circulation, promote healing, and reduce stress.
Anyone is welcome to come into the clinic for a massage or foot scan on Thursday, and foot scans are also available Wednesday and Friday. The clinic is located at 51 Alder Street Northwest. More information is available by calling 509-754-3295. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Ryan Lancaster reporting.
Thanks, Ryan. The town of Hartline had a visit from two groups of National Historic Preservation leaders. The architects, engineers, historians, authors, and preservation professionals were attending the National Trust for Historic Preservation's annual conference in Spokane. The historic Hartline School was the group's first stop and was followed by visits to Dry Falls State Park and Grand Coulee Dam. The groups were also treated to an impromptu walking tour of other historic buildings in Hartline. The National Trust for Historic Preservation is a privately funded nonprofit organization working to save America's historic places for future generations. It has more than 300,000 members and supporters and partnerships with hundreds of preservation organizations across the country. For more information on Hartline School, visit heartofhartline.com. Members of the Moses Lake Central Basin Music Teachers Chapter are holding 2 piano recitals Saturday at the Moses Lake Civic Center Auditorium. The public is invited. The recitals are a way to thank the community for their support in raising funds to purchase the chapter's first grand piano. The music teachers began fundraising for the piano in 2006 when the city announced it had received a grant to build the Moses Lake Civic Center. The recitals take place at 1 and 3 p.m. at 401 South Balsam Street. For more information, you can visit us online at iFIBER1.com. In the Columbia Basin, we prefer to help people, especially the ones helping others. It's not the same when living in Seattle, evidently.
I looked down and I thought to myself, there's no way.
A good Samaritan,
There's no way that
victimized by a thief.
the fact that somebody stole my money that we needed for rent is just devastating.
Peggy Ray jumped from her vehicle to help an injured motorist in a freeway accident Sunday, leaving her purse behind with $900.
Instant crying and then instant tears. What do? You know, it's $900. That's, you know, almost 2 weeks worth of work.
She's got 6 teens and she works at a coffee shop.
To get to the scene, you know, and help these people, and then somebody has the audacity to do this.
Despite the crime, she says she'll still help strangers in the future.
There's more people out there that need help, that are good people.
Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
To help keep our communities safe, the State Department of Corrections is asking the public's help. They are looking for more people with arrest warrants. Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and are wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these individuals, the DOC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day, or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We'll be right back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER 1 Weather Center.